Klinsmann, all smiles afterwards. Speaking with Tomáš Rosický after the game on the field as the United States defeats Czech Republic 1-0. Welcome back to our Connecticut studios. Let's get you right back out to Prague, where the U.S. has defeated Czech Republic, and join Arlo White and Jim Beglin for more reaction to this one.
Russ, thank you very much indeed. Welcome back to the Generali Arena here. Jim, we sat down with Jürgen Klinsmann, as we've talked about during the broadcast, and he said, look, these players shouldn't be afraid to make mistakes. Go out there and show what you can do and enforce your personality almost on this squad. Who did that for you tonight?
Oh, well, certainly first off, I thought Mix Diskerud was excellent. I thought his work rate, his closing down, his tackling, I thought was all very well timed. And I just thought he looked a proper player. He looked as if he wanted to make a point to his manager. Joe Zhao as well, I thought, was very good with his touch and his power and his pace. And I thought it was a very positive first 45 for him. Second half was all about the United States goalkeeper, Nick Rimando. I thought he was absolutely brilliant. The whole game changed, we know. He was put under a lot more pressure. But did he come up with the answers? Absolutely superb.
Absolutely, Jim. Been a pleasure working with you tonight. And it's been fun to be here tonight to see some of these young players, the likes of Greg Garza, the likes of Joe Zhao, really make an impact on this side. It's a long cycle. There are lots of competitions, many different age levels, from the national team down to the U23s and the U20 World Cup as well. So these players have opportunities at international level. It's down to them, according to Jürgen Klinsmann, to grasp those chances, and this was the first sign of that tonight. A big win for the United States, 1-0 here over the Czech Republic. Russ, back to you.
Arlo, thanks much. Add Alfredo Morales and Emerson Hyman to that list. Joe Zhao, 90 minutes in his U.S. international debut. Back with the full highlights next. We're back. It was USA and Czech Republic from Prague, and in the 17th minute, Joe Zhao, in his first senior international game, getting a shot off.
Yeah, the best highlights of the US going forward, of course, were in the first half. And Joe Zhao, I thought, was impressive. I thought he looked lively. But let's not forget some of the defending players as well, Russ. Particularly in the second half, they had to stand up to be very big, strong. John Brooks here, just love this. Just love this defending here. Not lazy, going all the way back. He's safe as he goes to ground here. There's no risk that's going to end up in the back of the zone now. That was really good defending from Brooks.
Julian Green, another player who was able to get forward a little bit in the first half and get a shot off himself, and not really troubling Peter Czech there. But the problem for Julian Green was that he gave one away that led to a Czech Republic chance early, but the U.S. scored the first and only goal. It was Alejandro Bedoya. Yeah,
and Mitch Dixter was the player that made it happen. Good composure here, actually. Of course, he'd like to score there, but Bedoya, I thought actually had a very good game alongside him as well. Was in the right place at the right time to make it 1-0.
All right, second half, and the game changed a little bit. Czech Republic had all the chances, and Nick Rimando was up to the challenge.
He really was. I mean, he's 35 years of age. This save here is all about reflexes, sharp. He's just a sharp goalkeeper. He's not the biggest, as Jim mentioned there, but I tell you what, he can move his feet. His reflexes are tremendous, and what a second half he had.
Some defensive breakdowns for the U.S. and also some maybe missed opportunities for Czech Republic.
Daniel Pudil there, the substitute, should do better on the half volley there. And the Czechs came back strongly, as you'd expect in the second half, but some of the final play wasn't great. And when you've got a goalkeeper, and that comes through bodies there, it comes at him at a good height. And look at the replay here. There's Radim Resnik there with an effort, and the second one goes over the top of Rimando in the right place, right in the centre of the goal.
And this will just about do it for the United States and Czech Republic, as Nick Rimando one more time coming up big to preserve the shutout. Rimando and Brad Guzan are combining to shut out Czech Republic. Rimando gets to switch jerseys with Peter Czech. When we come back, we'll hear from Jürgen Klinsmann on the new World Cup cycle after this. Welcome back. This is how the U.S. will wrap up their 2014 schedule. Next up, Friday, October 10th, they'll face Ecuador in East Hartford, Connecticut. Landon Donovan's final appearance in a U.S. national team jersey. They'll play against Honduras shortly thereafter in Boca Raton, Florida, on the FAU campus. And on Tuesday, November 18th, that'll be it to wrap it up in Dublin, Ireland. It's Ireland versus the United States. We were able to chat with Jürgen Klinsmann earlier this week about the new cycle beginning again.
Well, I think, every cycle obviously starts with a completed World Cup. gives it then a huge opportunity to kind of start it fresh again and to mix the cards again and to introduce a lot of kind of prospects that you see on the horizon. And it is exciting because obviously after doing our homework over the last couple of weeks, you know, we saw that there's a lot of fresh player material coming through in different leagues in different places, and our goal is simply now to catch these players early enough in order to have more influence on their development over the next 4 years.
There's always an excitement level when the new cycle starts. You know, there's a little bit of a buzz. Obviously, we've got some new faces in camp, but at the same time, it's ultimately with an outlook towards 2018. You know, in the World Cup in Russia, and so for us, it's a start of a long cycle. But as we know, 4 years kind of flies by, so it's an exciting time.
I mean, you look at U.S. soccer in the past, you know, whatever, 8 years or something. I think this is one of the most exciting cycles to be a part of. You have the Gold Cups, basically each summer. You have the Olympics, and you have the Copa America, and then you have the World Cup to top it all off, possibly the Confederations Cup. So to be a part of all that as a player is amazing, because representing your country is the pinnacle of the sport. We all know that, and now to be the center of that and possibly play a part in all those tournaments and hopefully win some titles, and it's amazing.
The only constant is change. At the start of the 2018 World Cup, all but one player who started for the U.S. against Belgium in this past World Cup will be aged 30 or older. Robbie, aside from the young players we got to see tonight, who else are you looking forward to watching develop over the next 4 years?
Well, you know, that list of players there's some good players on there, and they're not going to be around for the 2018 World Cup. So apart from the ones we've seen tonight, I'm looking at some of the guys playing in MLS: Will Trapp, DeAndre Yedlin, Jesse Sardes, Harry Shipp, Barry Kitchen, Louis Gill. These are the sort of players over the next 4 years have got to be developed, nurtured, they've got to be tried in the national team. They're the ones that are going to do this, hopefully get into the semi-final of 2018 World Cup.
And some of the guys who we may see in 2018, we have yet to hear of at this point.
Right.
Who had Julian Green on their radar 4 years ago? If you're saying yes, you're not telling the truth. We'll be back to wrap things up as the United States defeats Czech Republic 1-0 in Prague. We'll be right back. Premier League returns in style on Saturday, September 13th, as the first match of the month pits Arsenal against champions Manchester City. In our featured 10 a.m. match, the two teams with perfect early season records face off as Chelsea welcomes Swansea to the Bridge. Then at 12:30 on NBC, Mario Balotelli and Liverpool host an unbeaten Aston Villa side. Then on Sunday, QPR visit Manchester United with Louis van Gaal still searching for his first win as United manager. Perhaps we'll see the debut of their new number 9, Radamel Falcao, in that one. Then the weekend concludes Monday as Hull City and their 11 new signings welcome West Ham to the KC. Coming up at 5 o'clock Eastern here on NBCSN, it's a live edition of NASCAR America. And don't forget, Friday, MLS returns to NBCSN as LA Galaxy hosts Colorado at 10:30 Eastern. For Robbie Musto, I'm Russ Thaler. Again, your final score of the USA with a 1-0 win over the Czech Republic.